Alright guys, today we're talking about what are my New Orleans Pelicans offseason predictions. So before we start today's video, I want to hear your thoughts down below. What should the Pelicans do? Why should they do it? And how will they do it? Let me hear your predictions down below in the comments section. Like and subscribe for over 150 videos a month. So the New Orleans Pelicans gave the Phoenix Suns a run for their money, and Willie Green honestly should be given the award for best rookie head coach. I mean, somebody's going to go Udoka, but I think the Pelicans were a bigger job. They lost 4-2 against the Suns in the first round. Tony Snell's a free agent, and they'll have Zion Williamson and Kira. Is it Kira or Kyrie? I always forget about it, but Lewis Jr. and is going to be coming back from an ACL injury. And Lewis Jr. might be one of the fastest people in the league. Like, I think he's arguably faster than De'Aaron Fox. Hopefully the injury hasn't taken away that, but either way. Look, so the Pelicans have a few first-round picks. They have the Lakers' first-round pick, which I believe is the 8th pick in the draft this year, or the 9th pick. I think it is the 8th. And they own a first-round pick to Charlotte this year. So they only have one first-round pick, and they have a few second-round picks. And that's the thing. When you look at this, I think it's definitely interesting when you look at it. Look, everyone would like to have the New Orleans problem going forward. How to reincorporate a dominant Zion Williamson into a nucleus that now is led by Brandon Ingram and CJ McCollum, with a half dozen role players around there. And I think it's going to be interesting because when McCollum, girlfriend texted me, and look, when McCollum got there, they were 24th in the league on offensive rating. They rose to 10th for the rest of the season. So it's hard to find an on-court issue with Willie Green having all kind of institutional. Jesus fucking Christ, couldn't speak there. Institutional knowledge, seeing teams like Warriors add Kevin Durant to the Splash Brothers. You saw basically Chris Paul join Devin Booker, Mikal Bridges, and DeAndre Ayton. And the New Orleans Pelicans need to fix his shooting. Only Toronto finished with a lower true shooting percentage among playoff teams than the Pelicans at 54.6%. And Washington and Chicago had lower percentage of points coming on threes than New Orleans, 29.2%. But the juicy, they have a $17 million, trade player exception, which expires in July of 17 for, Steven Adams. And then they have the $10.3 million level exception, non-taxpayer mid-level exception. And depending on the lottery shakeout, they could have a lottery pick and, the $17 million trade player exception. So they could package that together. So I expect them, if they stay put in the draft, they're going to draft an NBA-ready player, which, in my opinion, I've had them going at that range. I completely forgot who I have them drafting at that range, just because I believe I got them a wing player who's closer to a guard, if I had to say so myself. But right here at number 8, I had them going AJ Griffin. AJ Griffin from Duke, a 3-and-D guy who can shoot it so deep. And then if we're going to look for what if they do a sign and trade or they trade the pick, I think it's going to be for a big man that they like. Is that a Miles Turner, a Mitchell Robinson, a Mo Bamba? I don't know. I don't think it's any. I think maybe a Miles Turner could be somebody. I think definitely when they're going to be scoured the market looking for a big man. Because look, Jackson Hayes and Jonas Valanciunas is awesome. I take that back. I guess they want a point guard because they have Jose Alvarado, who's awesome, but Devontae Graham failed. So I take that back. Package Devontae Graham, first round pick, and the trade player exception, and you can go out there and get yourself a guy, probably a D'Angelo Russell. Would you guys trade for D'Angelo Russell? I think that could be actually not a bad trade. There's definitely worse trades out there that you could make, and D'Angelo Russell isn't one of them. So what do you guys think of this? What would you guys do if you were in the Pelicans situation? I expect them, they only have Tony Snell as an unrestricted free agent. He'll go. And then in the NBA draft, they have only one pick in the first round. And I have them going AJ Griffin. If they trade down, if they trade back, it's because they want to draft someone maybe like Ty Washington. Or I also just realized on my mock draft, I had Jaden Hardy twice on there. Didn't even know that. I'm more embarrassed than anything. But that's basically the video, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy. Like and subscribe and do all that good jazz. Till next time, guys. Peace. Oh.